Okay, guys, so this is day 2 of the league. A little bit late again, just because of time complications and stuff. I was also watching Family Guy, so that took a little bit of time. Got a little bit distracted. Here we are. Um, here's just another reminder. Oh, I guess I gotta. Here's another reminder of what the teams are looking like. Yeah, so everybody knows what's on each team. Um, yeah. So we'll just start with these first battles. I have not seen. This is a Rough and Tumble versus Team Labyrinth. I've not seen these battles yet, so this will be my first time looking at them. Guess I'll try to remember to keep the music off this time. But here we go. So it leads off with Diancie and swaps into. Oh no! I feel like. Yup. Yeah, he's doing the same thing. I wonder if this is a sweep from here. Because I imagine it probably has rest or something. Yeah, that's not good. Huh, he lives. Huh. Unless he like crits or something. Yeah, no. So that gets taken care of. That could have easily swept the whole team if that was left unchecked. But interesting that he just lets Tangrowth get sacked like that. He could have easily regenerated it out. Just goes into Aerodactyl, which gets toxic. Surprised it doesn't have like Dragon there or something. It's just dual wing beat. Um, Goes into Mawile gets U-turn. I think that's probably Zoroark, but yeah, I feel like that Mawile is Zoroark. Not a lot of switches from Zumbone. Oh no, that's nasty. Why'd he name it that? Oh, I wonder if he has. Oh, the critical hit didn't really matter. I feel like on his scarf though. Yup, has to switch. Yeah, that was Zoroark. Doing a little bit of a comeback, but I don't think Aerodactyl is gonna last that long, and I don't think there's much it can do against Smallwile. It roosts, but yeah, at this point a Sucker Punch probably kills her at that range. Surprised he went for dual wing beat, and surprised he went for Sword Stance again. Yeah, surprised he didn't go for like Thunder or something. Yeah, because the Sash keeps him alive. But okay. Well, that was a little underwhelming. I feel like there could have been a couple of players that could have done different, but Mega Mawile is just kind of a hard mod to deal with, so dealing with it at the end was kind of tough. I think they should have probably saved Arcanine too for it. That was probably one of their only counters for it. Okay, so this is the next replay. This is, let me turn this off again. I almost forgot. Wait, can you guys even hear it? Oh, okay, this should fix it. So, Scizor just takes out the Diancie quick before it can do anything. Takes out the Zoroark too. This banded Scizor is pretty strong, and it was strong the last time. And it looks like it's about to get 3 kills right from the bat. Oh, it could have easily killed that Flygon, but I guess they they opted to predict the switch or something into Feraligatr. Misses the Toxic. Goes for the Dragon Dance. Goes for Toxic again. I would have swapped into Scizor or Duraludon there used to soak up the Toxic, because that was kind of obvious. But he goes into Mawile, which Sword Stances. Sucker Punch probably kills at this range. Oh, that was a good read. Oh, that was insane. That was so risky, because they could have easily lost like both Scizor and something else later, but they predicted the Sucker Punch and just went into Scizor and pretty much saved both of their Mons with that crazy play. That was pretty good. That Scizor has been crazy this whole league. He should have finished it off with Scizor, honestly. That would have been cool. That's funny that Scizor just kind of wiped uh, pretty much his entire team, really. Okay, so this is a Chase Buff versus Sumbone. Good luck, have fun in all caps. Oh no, he brought Pukumuku. That's so nasty. To Soul Valley Fire, which gets put to sleep again. The last time he got put to sleep. Um, Sculpey, which goes for a Poison Jab. Salmons goes for the Dragon Dance, but Sculpey's probably still faster. Goes for the Sword Stance. Salmons goes for Roost. Interesting. I would have just killed it right there, but is this a oh, okay, this is probably Z Fly or something. Into the Sash. That's unfortunate. The Pikamuku probably has Unaware, so it doesn't matter if it still does a lot. Surprised. Oh, I guess it can't. Yeah, it has to Toxic. I imagine he probably has Heal Bell on the Sylveon to cure his Pikamuku, but that poison on the Pikamuku like really hurts. Now he finally takes out the Scolipede. He could probably take it out with Aggron. Salmon goes in again, roosts up its health back. Salmon has been like one of the mons that Cheese Buff uses the most, and it's quite effective when he uses it. It's a pretty strong mon. But here he goes for the fly, but that was kind of risky given that he could have just swapped. And he just goes into Aerodactyl, which goes for a pretty safe Ice Fang that would have gone to Golurk and Salamence. Roost up again. Yep, here's the Heal Bell from Sylveon. Cures the Pikamuku and wakes up Silvally. Dual Wing Beat doing a fair bit. Hyper Voice does a lot but does not kill. Yeah, the Protect here. Heals up a little bit, but I imagine he swaps, yeah, into Aggron. Which does nothing. Goes into Tangrowth. Curses. I wonder if this has... Okay, so he just swaps. Okay, so he's trying to put it to sleep, because I was thinking that maybe he has a bit of special defense investment and can take out the Tangrowth, but... Oh, here, now Salamence gets poisoned, and this is pretty bad for Salamence. Tangrowth just keeps firing off more Sludge Bombs. Salamence flies again, but probably Aerodactyl's gonna switch in again. And, oh, it doesn't. It takes quite a bit, but does not kill, but now Salamence is out. Salamence was a pretty big threat throughout the whole game, so it being taken out is a pretty big deal. Aggron now curses because I think one of them, I don't remember which one, fell asleep, but now Sleep Clause is activated, so Aggron can't be put to sleep. Takes a little bit from the Giga Drain, but yeah, really not enough. There probably is. Oh, now he has rest on the Aggron, which I thought he had the last time, but I guess he didn't before, does now. Goes into... Oh no, that does nothing. That's unfortunate. Into the Body Press, which just one shots. I imagine the Aggron is probably just gonna kill here, because they have no weight of. Interesting. Interesting that he swapped there as well. Surprised this Galvantula's not firing off like thunders. Well, now it's firing off thunders, um, which are pretty free now on like pretty much every member. But Sylveon's just gonna wish up Aggron, wish itself back up as well. From there, I would honestly probably swap into Muck, just because the protect was obvious. Now he's probably gonna try to heal a team member. Oh, yeah, I guess he knew that. Yeah, yeah, he should have probably swapped to that earlier. But now the Aggron gets to come in. Yeah, that I would have fire punched there. But and now Aggron gets some curses. And I imagine Thunder's not gonna. Oh, it misses as well. That's unfortunate. A fire punch. But yeah, I imagine that Aggron probably has some special defense investment. Knockoff does nothing, and at this point, his entire team is at the mercy of Aggron. So yeah, Aggron's just gonna keep cursing at this point. It's just gonna get stronger and stronger. And I believe the set is Curse, Fire Punch, yeah. So he doesn't even have Steel move this time. Oh, but so close. Oh, he actually takes out the Aggron. So Valley's asleep. Not sure if they have anything to take out Pukumuku. Parting shots. Oh no, into. Yup. Poison jabs. It's a pretty high chance to poison. So that's good in this case. Knockoff, very free. So this is turning into a pretty close game now that Aggron got taken out. He sacks Tangrowth. Goes back into Muck. Knocks off the leftovers. Sylveon's probably gonna. Well, swaps into Soul Valley. Poison Jab was free there, but it heals. Multi-attack does a lot. Poison Jab also does a lot. Poison Touch activates. Oh no! I would have swapped just to save Muck, but now it's down to Sylveon and Aerodactyl. I'm not sure if Aerodactyl can kill Sylveon, but it has the Roost, so it can heal itself. I wonder if it has like Hone Claws or Okay, now the Protect is like okay. Guess he's gonna chip it down. Yeah. The Aggron almost took the game, but I guess that risky Fire Punch with the Tangrowth kind of threw it all off. Surprised Tangrowth could tank all that as well. But that was a pretty close game. Pretty interesting. Okay, so this is the last game, which Sketchfellow versus Cheese. Regieleki, Solvali. Okay, yeah. That Golurk switch was kind of obvious. Golurk is actually completely immune to whatever Regieleki has. Because if it has, old Nate Sen, if it has a like Hyper Beam or something, Golurk can take it. So Golurk's pretty much just a free switch in whatever Regieleki wants to do. So as you might noticed in the draft picks, they pick like 3 electric types. So Golurk is just really kind of going ham on. It's being quite strong. It's still confused yet raising its own attack. Oh no. I hope he isn't trying to Dragon Dance in front of Pukumuku because this thing is unaware. No! No, that is. No! Oh no, that is nasty. He doesn't realize that Pikamuku is unaware. That is so evil. It's not doing anything. He just keeps doxing it. That is so nasty. No. Oh no, the scissor comes in, gets soaked. Probably swaps out here, yeah. And do the inhaler. Draco Meteor, Thunderbolt. Oh, that's unfortunate. Dynamic Punch. Maybe this can paralyze. I think you can paralyze ground types with static. And I don't think he has a. Oh no. He has an Agua Berry? That's interesting. The Toxic. Really doing a lot. He crushes. I don't think he's banded. He crushes a lot though. Foul play. Surprising move, but Golurk has been such a threat this whole league. Foul play, but confused. I wonder. This is looking pretty bad for Sketchfall. I wonder if he's gonna be able to do something. Cause that Aggron's still there. Sylveon's still there. That Aggron Pukumuku Sylveon core is actually nasty. The fact that he has a threat like Salamence and Golurk around too makes his team really, really strong. That does nothing. Oh, that's unfortunate. No, the Scizor gets taken out. Oh no, Aggron just bodying the whole team right now. Into Golurk tries to Volt Switch. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess his team was pretty weak to Golurk as well, but yeah. I guess I would have probably played around that Pikamuku more because I feel like his way to win this was with Feraligatr, but Feraligatr kind of got trapped by like the nastiest Pokemon ever. So yeah, I guess we'll move on to my team replay. So this was against Gamer Fadlam and our team, the Sigma Corporation, and I this first game I did horribly. I won't spoil anything, but here we both go for sword stance, and I'm like, okay, I can probably still live whatever this thing throws out because it's not very effective, but it just one shots me, and here I just kind of keep choking. I keep thinking Excadrill maybe lives, but then he has Fire Fang. I forgot I forgot to put Imposter on my Ditto, so he just dies. So now I just resort to Altaria, which I'm pretty sure can live. Actually, well, it wouldn't have lived Stone Edge, but I don't know why. But he goes for a Cell Rock, and I get an Earthquake. But from here, I really can't do much against the Porygon Z. I can go into Melmetal, which can pretty much tank anything, because this is AV Melmetal, and it goes into Ice type as well. So it does a fair bit, but doesn't kill. Double Iron Bash does a lot, of course. But here, our team's pretty vulnerable to Mamoswine, which is banded, we find out. And we can go into Zatu, but there's... Oh, it wasn't banded. Oh, yeah, we found out it wasn't banded, which kind of just hurt us. It just kind of kept tearing apart our team. And we really couldn't do much with Altaria. Mamoswine was kind of threatening to both our teams, really. But in here, I think if I could have taken out the Lycanroc earlier, I could have maybe swept with Altaria, but I don't know. For some reason, I thought I would live that Stone Edge, and that kind of cost me the whole game. So this is our game with Alan versus Gamertag, and this is a pretty interesting game. We'll see how it goes. Well, I already know how it goes. So we're going to Amoonguss, and this is kind of risky because if you ever went for like a second move, would have lost the Amoonguss real early. But we just go for the Spore, which is pretty safe. And then we just go into Tyranitar, trying to get rid of the Latias. And even if he wakes up, this is a known calc that I did a long time ago. And yeah, we live Aura Sphere. I think it's like guaranteed. I don't remember. Or it's like a really low chance for it to actually kill. But we live and take out Latias, which is important because it's a pretty big threat to our team. Here, we were deciding between Bolt Beak and Earthquake, and we went for Earthquake, but it didn't really matter because Cavalier didn't really do much to us. And we're banded, so we just get out of there into Corsola, and Corsola is also a really nasty Pokemon that we used. So we stay in despite it knocking us off. We trapped the Mamoswine in, and from here we just do the nasty Corsola things and just Strength sap. So yeah, we opted for Whirlpool over Will-O-Wisp, which was kind of cool sometimes, but really not sometimes. Maybe we didn't use Nightshade at all, so maybe we should have had Will-O-Wisp over Nightshade. Um, but here we heal. We're basically just trolling the Mamoswine a little bit, just doing a little bit of trolling. Um, there's not really much it can do. It's disabled. It's when whirlpooled, and we missed the whirlpool here, but it gets to escape. But at this point, that Mamoswine is pretty much out of commission. The whirlpool hits the Lycanroc, and I think it's gonna go for like crunch. Okay, it tries to go in for sword stance, but it doesn't really matter because we're just gonna gain even more health, and it's gonna still do a lot, but we just keep recovering it, and it's just losing more health from the whirlpool. Basically got sent back to nothing, and it just does that again. We take it out with Whirlpool. Corsola is still fairly healthy. Here we just want to get out of here. Um, yeah, we don't want that toxic. Klefki here is actually kind of a crazy set. It has like Magnet Rise, Thunder Wave, Defog, and Toxic. So this is a pretty crazy Klefki set. It's pretty utility, and yeah, of course we don't really want to Defog there, but we just keep trying to stay in a good position. Here we do this. This is a mistake on Gamer's part. I think he should have gone for Earthquake, because this just allowed us to live barely. We were actually intending on second Corsola, but this turned out better for us. And we ended up just healing all the way back up. Then Gorgeist gets to come in, but Amoonguss pretty much just takes care of Gorgeist like pretty easily. Poltergeist just takes out just a little bit. Not really a lot. I think this is also okay. I think we just put Spore and we just left Toxic to Klefki. Because before we had Spore Toxics for Pyukumuku, which he didn't even bring. Um, Funnily enough, they thought that we were gonna bring Primarina. We didn't, but yeah, here we're just dealing with Porygon Z. Porygon Z is really their last chance, but at this point it's toxic, and we have way too many team members, so we're just stalling it at this point. Oh yeah, here we just Magnet Rise for the hell of it. There was no really reason to do that, only to sack Klefki. Here we're just taking the Ice Beam, which was pretty risky because if he actually called that and we went for Thunderbolt, we pretty much just threw the whole game. But here we called the Thunderbolt again, and it just slowly chips Porygon Z. Here we just sack Corsola. We find out he has Recover, but it doesn't really matter because he's just slowly gonna die to the Toxic. At this point, he has a choice: he either takes out Primarina or he dies to the Toxic. And he tried going for Ice Beam, thinking we would swap, but it just we kind of just left him a choice where he had to kill a Porygon Z either way, and it died. And now he's just stuck with Cavalion, which gets put to sleep. And at this point, we can't do anything. So Draco's ult just pretty much gets a free Bolt Beak. So yeah, that came down a little bit down to the wire, but Corsola was doing a little bit of trolling. This was a bit of a little troll team with Corsola and Klefki and Amoonguss, but sometimes you just gotta do a little bit of trolling. um, so for this is me versus Danny Pixelmon. Unfortunately, this was pretty late for Danny, so he kind of made some misplays and stuff. But it was still kind of a fun game. I think one of them turned out pretty close. Here goes into Manectric. He's predicting the move. Here I go. Yeah, I went into Altaria because I figured he would think I would swap into Excadrill. So I just knew he was going for Flamethrower, so I swapped into Altaria, which is pretty much really safe once I Mega Evolve for anything he does. Here I use Dragon Dance, and I think he can take it out, but I can't. And he just Sludge Bombs and kill my Altaria. So I keep losing Altaria real early in like all my games, but it's whatever. Here I just Rapid Spin, cause I'm not really afraid of Pavilion. I was kind of figured I was just gonna try to Sleep Powder. Mudstale is pretty threatening here, but I kind of just deal with a couple of things. I just go in there, chip a little with my helmet. The Stuff Rock just gets bounced back. Go into Gallade. I'm trying to just get rid of it by setting up, but he deals a lot, so I'm pretty much just forced to stack a lady. I had Ice Punch here, but I think Z move does more, so I just go for a Z move, put it down pretty low, but he roars me. I go into Excadrill, and I don't think I risk it. I think I go back to Exatu. I was actually thinking he was gonna Earthquake, and that body press turned out fine. Psychic just takes it out. Um, Quagsire comes in, which is also pretty threatening, but the Magic Bounce, Max is bound the Toxic. I think he forgot about the Magic Bounce, but it misses. That miss was kind of. I think if Quagsire got Toxic earlier, it would have been a lot easier game. But here I ruse. And at this point, Exatu is pretty much my way of dealing with Quagsire. I have no real way of breaking it because I think this is unaware Quagsire. So it's just recovering, and I'm just teleporting, trying to position myself better. Here, what I am trying to do is Toxic Quagsire with my other Quagsire, and he kind of sees this coming. So I go into this, and I just try Earthquaking Slowbro here, I think, but just doesn't. Well, he swaps, so it doesn't even do a lot. So he's kind of called me there. I kind of went for some simple plays. I could probably have done something different, but I was going to Xatu, and he has Sword Stance, and I'm pretty sure yeah, he goes for Mach Punch. I think maybe if you went for like Seed Bomb or something, would have dealt more. But here I just take it out with Psychic. Psychic probably more safe than Air Slash if he went into Manectric again. Here, of course, I use Swap into Gallade, sacking it. And I just go into Melmetal thing, yeah, because I live pretty much whatever he does. Even if he went for Flamethrower, I lived, so he probably knew that, which is why he Volt Switched. I just went for Earthquake, which was pretty safe, I would say. Cause yeah, here I forget. I will go for Double Iron Bash, but he has the helmet, so I lose a lot of health with. Could have mattered, cause I actually needed that health. Probably to tank another Flamethrower from, well, just a Flamethrower in general. But go Liquidation. I'm just gonna 1v1 the Quagsire. He's psyching. I'm trying to just hoping for a Spadef drop, really. Um, Here you just get a lucky crit. That's time I was trying to flinch it, just flinch hacks it, and here I just get a good roll from the crit. Well, from the crit I went into a good roll, so I didn't really have to bullshit that much. Um, but here I'm just going for Air Slash. I'm just trying to chip down this Slowbro. Um, Here's going to Ditto, and I just transform. I just get killed by a crit. I was planning on just chipping the Slowbro a bit more, but I guess I didn't really get a chance to do that. Um, Here I just Earthquake, and I don't think I live a Flamethrower at this range. Yeah, I probably would have lived earlier, but since I double Iron Bashed, that just kind of cost me. And this is actually a known calc. I was trying to tell Danny this, but um, that's the reason why Mega Man took Heat over Flamethrower is because Excadrill lives a Flamethrower at full health. So I kind of remember this from like the calcs I did before when I was helping out at an electric gym, and I was telling that yeah you should run Overheat over Flamethrower because Excadrill is one of the biggest threats, and Flamethrower just does not cut it. And there's not really like Stealth Rock's electric gym sets up most of the time unless you have like Golem or something. But but yeah, that was a pretty close game to be honest. It was just down to extra. I was kind of positioning myself, but yeah, that was pretty close. So the next game I had to sub for Alan. So this is just me versus Danny again, but I'm using the different team. And I think this game is pretty close too. Both of our teams don't really have much sweepers, and the ones we did just kind of died because I was just bad. But Huge Regisol deals with Mega Manectric quite well. I'm pretty sure his Mega Manectric has Hidden Power Ice, but other than that, I can pretty much just safely switch into whatever move he's going for. Here, Klefki, I'm trying to use Toxic the Mudstale did with earlier. Roar goes into Dracozolt, and I'm just like, there's no reason for me to stay, even if he roars again. So here I use Giga Drain, got my health back, and I think he roars again, which is fine because I just get my health back with Regenerator. Luckily, I go into Klefki, which is what I kind of wanted. And I go into the Magnarize because I kind of figured he might go for Earthquake. So it finally came in, the Magnarize type, which was for Mamoswine. Actually. but it didn't really matter in the end. And we didn't really use it against Mamoswine. So we just Toxic here. We just get rid of the rocks. I think he just keeps trying to go for rocks again. But at this point, I'm just waiting him for dive from Toxic. Oh no, actually, I swap. Um, oh yeah, because I kind of figured he would go for Body Press. Here he goes for Stealth Rocks again. I got Stealth Rocks on my own. And I think here I just go for the Whirlpool strat. Um, oh no, I'm just tossing styling at this point. Mudsdale's pretty much gone. It was a little bit of a threat, but I kind of maneuvered myself around it. Um, yeah, it's just dying to the Toxic here. Going to Pavilion, which can be scary, especially since this is the Compound Dow Sleep Powder Quiver Dance set, which I totally did not absolutely terrify a tournament with so bad that it had to get banned. But here I just go in. I kind of figured I would live the Bug Buzz, which I do, and I just take out the Pavilion. So that could have been a threat, but I handled it. Especially the sand kind of stopped it from working. Here, Danny just forgets about Sleep Claws. I'm just get a little bit of chip off on Prelude. I'm kind of just planning on sacking Tyranitar at this point. Kind of sucks that Tyranitar has gotten much action in any of my matches. I kind of just been sacking it a whole lot. It's been like pretty good trades, I would say, with Tyranitar, but yeah, he doesn't really get to see much action. He's mainly being used as trades, especially since he has no recovery. But he already stick out Quagsire with an Outrage, so I just went for Aggro Rage because I figured he would swap into Quagsire. I think I would go for Bolt Beak. But yeah, here he's just going for the Hidden Power, which I kind of thought he would have. Now I'm just toxing at my Netric at this point. Just kind of second Klefki. It didn't really need to be used anymore. It did demagnetize funny. So at this point I'm just kind of crippling the team. Corso's asleep, but he can kind of tank pretty much everybody in the team. So at this point I'm just healing myself. Trying to trap the Slowbro, but it doesn't really work. I think I get poison here. Yeah. At this point, Corsola is also a sack. There's not really much you can do. It can tank a little bit, but it's poisoned. It doesn't really even get much health back from Slowbro. Kind of just crippling it right now, just to position myself. I wonder if I save it here because I might. Yeah, I save it for another stack later. I go into a Moongus, which here this is why I find out that his Slowbro is Specs. So I struggles, and it just gets Generator later. Take out the Brilliant with Sludge Bomb. Against to go into Slowbro again. I think he just goes for Specs Flamethrower here, so I just kind of call that. He went for Ice Beam anyways, which was fine because I just get to go into Primarina. He can't really do anything about it, so he has to swap. And here I just get a free Hydro Pump, which just one-shot my Netric because I'm also Specs in Primarina. I was debating on going for Moonblast, but I thought Hydro Pump was safer. Now here, the Hydro Pump kind of costs me because I can't even do anything at all. But here, Dracozolt, it's pretty much free, so I just get the Bolt Beak and take out Slowbro. Um, so yeah, that was it for all the matches. A lot of those was pretty fun to watch. I did mess up pretty bad on that first game, but that I did. But this was fun. These couple matches were fun. The last day will be next time, so this weekend, and we will have the final tournament winners at the end of that. Not sure if we'll do another league. I was talking with Cheesepuff if he could join, if we could try to find another one. So I might do a couple of videos on like a completely different league and how we do on it. But we'll see how it goes. This league so far has been lots of fun. It's been pretty interesting how it's been turning out, to be honest. This has been lots of fun. Even though I think my team building has not really been the best these past couple of days, or my moves really. But we'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and egg out.